Welcome everybody to my yoga channel, Hello Spirit. This is going to be a quick flow for anyone who has tight or sore hips. We're going to go slowly into the glute muscles and into the hips and work on our flexibility and mobility. You won't be needing any props for this class, just grab your water and of course your mat. And when you're ready, let's begin to flow. All right, my friends, we're going to begin in a wide-legged child's pose. So bring the knees about the width of the mat and then start to come on down with the hands and lower your chest and maybe your forehead all the way down to the mat. Just allow the hips to sink down towards your heels, your chest sinking low. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle from side to side if that feels good. Releasing any tension from the day and preparing for a beautiful practice today. Lovely. On your next inhale, let's start to slowly lift the head. Walk your hands in and come on up into tabletop, bringing your knees underneath your hips. We're going to start with our knee circles. So you're going to bring the left knee out to the side and then imagine like you're drawing a big circle with the knee. You come up and around. So make the circles as big as you can for 3. Like you're lifting it over for 4. And lift it over for 5. Brilliant. Bring the knee out towards the side. We're going to do a little transition coming onto our tummies. So walk down, begin to lower the hips and keep the knee out to the side. Coming into our single-legged frog. So you want to flex the foot. Make sure that the knee is in line with your hip. And then come on down to the elbows. Or maybe you can stack your hands and just rest your forehead down. Take a deep breath in and exhale, just let it go. Allowing the left hip to come as close to the ground as you can. So you're feeling a stretch in the inner thigh as well. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Lift your head and just simply slide your leg back to your other one and come on up onto your elbows, opening into a quick sphinx or baby cobra pose. So relaxing the glutes here. You're just opening the heart, lifting your chest up to the ceiling. And breathe. Beautiful. Now let's start to release our head towards the mat. Bring your hands either side of your chest and then press yourself back up into tabletop. Let's take that to the other side. This time right leg opens up to the side and let's draw those circles. We're just warming up the hip here. Beautiful. This should feel really good. Very good. Last one. And keep the knee out to the side, so you're opening like a fire hydrant. And then start to lower the tummy and the hips down onto the mat, keeping the knee out to the side. Bring your elbows in front of you and stack your hands. Make sure that the knee is in line with your hip and go ahead and flex the foot into our single-legged frog on the other side. You can rest your forehead if that feels comfortable for you. Just staying here for a couple of breaths. You want to think about drawing that right hip down to really feel that stretch. Very good. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Let's slide the foot or the leg back into center. And this time taking a baby cobra, or you can bring your hands in front and press yourself up into a full upward facing dog. And maybe bring the thighs off of the mat as well. Just opening the chest here for a quick breath. And as you exhale, flip over those toes and push your hips up into downward facing dog. Just drop those heels down and begin to walk out your dog, pressing one heel down at a time. Maybe swaying the hips slightly side to side. Very good. Extending tall through the spine. Inhale, let's lift the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and take a big wide step to the left-hand corner of your mat, opening for our lizard. We're going to drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and then roll your left foot to the lateral side, so the pinky toe area. Just gently press that knee away from you. So we're opening the hip flexor, we're preparing it for a deeper stretch. Beautiful. Bring your hand back to center. Stay up on your hands, or maybe you can come down onto the elbows, keeping an even weight in both arms. And hands together in prayer, letting the hips come down and forwards into a deeper lizard. Just breathe here. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Let it go. Let that knee fall away from your body. Very good. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come on up to your hands. You're going to ground that front foot and then heel toe the foot to the opposite side of your mat. So a little bit of a wiggle here. We're going to prepare for our pigeon pose. So hands in front, begin to allow the hips to come down. And to make this easier, bring your heel closer towards your body. You want to try and stay up onto your hips, so don't allow yourself to shift your weight on too much onto that left hip. Think about pulling the right hip down, the left hip back. And if you can, get your leg parallel to the front of the mat, but that is the most intense bit of the stretch. Otherwise, keep the heel closer towards your body. Stay up onto your fingertips, or maybe come down to the elbows, or stack your hands and resting your forehead. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Trying your very best to keep those hips nice and square. Breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. Inhale, now let's lift our heads. Come on up to the hands. Make sure the palms are grounded. As you tuck the back toes, you're going to press into the hands and send that front leg all the way up into three-legged dog. Stretch it out. And then lower the foot back down onto the mat. Let's take a flow. Roll through the spine into plank. Take knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, open into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up into downward facing dog. Very good. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Really feeling that stretch in the left hamstring. Bend the top knee and take a big wide step to the right-hand side of your mat, preparing for our lizard. Let's lower the back knee, untuck the toes, and roll your foot to the lateral side. Press that knee away from you. This can just be a little bit of light pressure, nothing too harsh. Just as long as you feel that opening, you'll feel a great stretch as well into that right psoas muscle. Very good. Bring the hand back down to center. Stay up onto your hands. Focus on pulling those hips downwards and forwards, or come all the way down onto the elbows into our full lizard. Bring it back to your breath. Use that to allow you to go deeper into the position. Continuing to inhale and softly exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Each exhale, allowing that knee to fall away from you. Very good. Slowly now, let's come on up to our hands. We're going to ground that front foot and heel toe it all the way to the opposite side of your mat. And then start to allow the hips to come down. Again, you can bring that heel closer to your body to allow the hips to straighten. Maybe you want to bring a block or a pillow underneath your right hip for a bit of support. Open up through the chest, inhale. Exhale, stay up onto your hands or come down onto the elbows or stack your hands, rest the forehead. You're going to start to feel this now in your piriformis muscle, the outside of your glute, really stretching out. And this is where we tend to hold a lot of stress or negative energy. So by doing the pigeon, it allows us to release all that pumped up energy. Sometimes in this position, you may feel an energetic release. So just see what comes to you as you release further and further into your pigeon. Beautiful. Let's slowly begin to lift up with the body. Come on up to your hands. Make sure that they're grounded as you tuck the back toes, press into the palms, as you sweep that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog. And then release the leg down, downward facing dog. Let's look to the top of the mat, bending both knees, and take a hop to the front of your mat. Stay onto your toes. And we're going to do a little toe balance here. When you're ready, bring your hands together into prayer, front of your chest. Wonderful, hold here. You can always bring the hands back down onto the mat if this is a bit too much today. Just find that center. Find your balance. And then see if you can reach forward, coming down to the heels, part the knees and slowly transition onto your bottom. And then roll all the way through the spine, onto your back, hug the knees into your chest and give yourself a little rock side to side. Wonderful. Our last pose to help open our hips up is our happy baby. So you're going to extend the legs up to the sky, flexing the feet. Then part the knees, bend them down either side of your body, grab onto the ankles, or maybe you can reach for the outsides of your feet and start to pull the knees down. So really opening the hips here, tailbone is grounded, relaxing your head and your neck. All of the strength here is in your arms as you begin to pull down. Very good. Staying with your breath. And just enjoy this position. Very good, guys. Let's take our last breath in. As you exhale, begin to release the feet or the ankles, hug the knees into your chest, and then drop your feet down onto the mat. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, roll over to one side, coming into your fetal position, and then press yourself up. come and meet me in a comfortable cross-legged position in the middle of your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through your sit bones, let's roll the shoulders away from the ears. To finish our practice, let's take a deep breath in as we reach our arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your hands together in prayer to your heart. One more time, big breath in as you reach up. And then exhale, lowering your hands together to your heart center. Bow down and thank yourself for your wonderful practice. I hope you're feeling a little bit better and your hips a little bit more mobile. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this class. It really helps my content rise to the top, and I appreciate it and love connecting with you all. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you on the mat soon.